Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, please like and subscribe. um Welcome back. I know it's been a while now. I haven't posted in like 9 months. Okay, but here we are. So this is gonna be my part 2 on the Q&A that I asked you guys. Went ahead and asked you guys if you guys wanted me to do a part 2 on like 18 plus, kind of like, you know, internet kind of stuff that you guys want to know. Maybe you guys have seen, or maybe you guys haven't, but yeah. And also, like, this is gonna be a very touchy subject as well, just because I don't normally talk about stuff like this to my friends as well, so it is very new to people. But yeah, without further ado, like, those of you that didn't know, now you guys do know that I've been doing OnlyFans for about 3 years. It's gonna be my 4th year. That's why I kind of kept those questions a little bit separate, just because I wanted to keep my first video really PG for people, just because I didn't want to start out with a bang, you know. But yeah, without further ado, I do want to get right into the questions, just because there is a couple of them that I do need to answer. All right, so I know that a lot of people have always been wondering this one. So what is your type? For me, I don't think I really actually have a type. I think that it's just more so on the type of guy he is. Oh yeah, I'm gay. No, but yeah, I think that it has to do with, like, if they're humorous, if they're very smart. I don't know, you'd have to win me over with your mentality, I guess. I don't know. I don't really have a type, but you have to be like really funny and goofy in order to get my attention, you know, because I am a mean bitch. You know, people are a little intimidated by Chino, but you know, it is what it is. The question is, are you a bottom? I'd like to think of myself as a verse, just because I've had moments like that, you know. I think people just think I'm a bottom just because of the whole persona on the internet, and yeah, people just assume that. Next question is, do you see yourself getting married? I like to think so. I think that when I was younger, yes, like, absolutely. Like, who wouldn't want to be I've always wanted a committed relationship, you know, growing up as a teen. So I feel like I wasn't really focused on like the whole scenery of like hooking up. I think I was just more so looking for the right one. And the next question is, notice you do OnlyFans, does it pay off? So we're gonna start getting into the questions. It's about to get juicy, but yeah, I like to think so. I think that I wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't paying off, you know. But yeah, that's all I gotta say, because I don't want to get too much into it, because then we'll be over speaking. All right, and the next one is, has OnlyFans negatively affected your dating life? I mean, I haven't dated since I started doing OnlyFans. I think that, yeah, I have had some crushes, but nothing crazy came up of it. I don't know. I don't think right now I'm emotionally available to be like, oh, I want to be in a relationship, you know? All right, my next question is, do you feel self-cautious about doing OnlyFans? I think at the beginning I was still very new to it. So the thing is that when I started at the beginning, I've already had, like, you know, practically all these photos that I wanted to post on there, and it wasn't a permanent stay either. I think after I started going a little bit viral, or like started, you know, popping off a little bit, that's when I started to be like, okay, you know, chill out, you know, because it's just like, I wasn't too deep into it. I think that it was just like, oh, I have nudes and I'll post them on there, you know. In that same sentence, like, yes, I think that people get a little carried away on the internet and are like, oh, we want you thicker, or we want you skinnier, or you could lose a couple pounds to give your face some definition, you know, all that stuff. I think it does get to someone's mental health at some point. All right, next question is making OnlyFans content boring, annoying experience with you, or is it something somehow fun? I think that I mean, it really depends. I think that yeah, it's fun, I'd say. So it's very fun when it's like very flowy, very much like, okay, if I'm enjoying myself, if I'm feeling myself, then, you know, I'm gonna post all these pics. Like, yeah, it is pretty fun. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, but there's times where you just need to take a break, just so that you don't burn yourself out, and then that's when it's not really that much, you know, fun. Next question is, how do you deal with difficult customers? I don't deal with them, honestly. Like, I feel, this is exactly how I feel. I feel like I have other things going on, and per se, like if I'm taking somebody as a client and they come up with their BS, then I'm not working with them at all. I think that my time is very much valuable because I have a lot of things going on. I have my job, my business, the OnlyFans stuff, and my personal life. It's just a lot of like, I get that sometimes it's hard that you can't really please everybody. But yeah, what I'm trying to say is very much like value your time when it comes to like difficult customers, because at the end of the day, someone else is going to take their spot. And next question is, what tips would you give to guys interested in beginning an OnlyFans? First things first is, I don't know what tips I should give you, because honestly, I will tell you guys something that maybe I should have focused on a little bit more. The content, it has to be like A+. Worry so much less about what you're charging at the beginning, because I've seen this so many times happen where it's like some people start off and they're already starting off at like per se 17 or 25.99, and let's be realistic here, just focus on your content and I will guarantee you that you'll get subscribers. Like you need to target your audience. That's another really good advice as well. Another advice is I think that's those two. I feel like, yeah, the content and just that. We're about to kick off the high gear on this. So next question is dude, I'm trying to make it hella interesting. Okay, have you ever been recognized by a random IRL? Were you uncomfortable? I don't think I do get uncomfortable. I feel like if someone's cool and just like is very much like, hey, like I'm a big fan, like I've seen you. But if it's somebody that's just like, yo, let me, I'm just like, no. I'm just like, bro, like I have gone to like gay clubs before, like in my past, where with like friends and stuff, just on like special occasions, I guess, when we're trying to go out, have fun. And I remember I was walking towards my car and I think that someone like yelled out my name, and I was like, no, I'm just playing. My friends were very much like, what the fuck's going on? Because they don't know I did OnlyFans at the time, so I very much had to act like I didn't know what they were like, insinuating, or like that they know me. But they were like, oh, do you know that person? And I'm like, yeah, I think so. I'm not sure, My next question is very spicy. This one's very like touchy because it's regarding my family's approval with this. And does your family support you doing OnlyFans? Did they disapprove at first? I think I was very scared of telling my dad, and but the first person I told was literally my older brother, because it was getting a little bit crazy, and I honestly had to tell him just because I had to do tax forms with OnlyFans on them now. And that's the main reason why I told him, is because I was like, yo, like I know this is something I'm probably not going to be able to keep a secret for that long. So I ended up telling him, and my older brother was always very supportive of, I guess, my decision of doing this. And he was always very helpful, very much giving me pointers, because at first we didn't know exactly what it was going to be. He didn't even know what the fuck this was. The OnlyFans at the time was very much a baby. Like I said, it wasn't going to be permanent. I think I was just going to stick for a little bit, but it became such a big sensation that I just didn't want to be like, okay, I'm out. But yeah, my older brother was always very supportive, and when my mom found out, she didn't like the idea. She didn't like how I was on the internet. She's always been very cautious of like my whereabouts and like who I'm hanging out with, who I'm talking to. Like I feel like my mom has now an understanding as to like I'm doing this because it's a responsibility of mine now. But yeah, she's very supportive now. My dad, we don't really talk about it much. I think the only time we actually had like a serious conversation about it was when I opened up to him about wanting to start up my own apparel line, and he was very supportive. He was very much like, well, I just want you to know, like, I know that I've never spoken to you about the OnlyFans stuff, but per se, like, if you do make it out of this with your business and stuff, like, you have my full support, and that I'm not judging you if this is something that you've been wanting to do. But it's just like, not that I've been wanting to do OnlyFans, it just kind of happened, and it kind of just blew up. And so I feel like I had to tell my parents that I've been doing this and I've been on the internet. I feel like my parents and my family have always raised me to be like, always give quality as to like the stuff that you do. If you're gonna do it, just put your whole effort into it. And I feel like that's always been how my dad raised me. I don't know. I feel like if I was gonna do it, then I had to be the best. Nah. The next question is the good and bad side about doing OnlyFans. What advice would you give someone about doing it? A little bit more of advice. I see we all want to be OnlyFans stars. I would say like the good part is that you're making funds, and you're also having fun, I guess. And then I would say like the bad side, the really bad side is that you're kind of just giving up your privacy. That is it for me, guys. If you guys did like and enjoy this video, please leave a like and subscribe. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.